Well, I'm Natessa Amin, and I'm the visiting artist in the art department, and I've been here for 3 years, and I teach foundation studio courses and intermediate classes, so anything from visual foundations to different levels of drawing and painting. For this installation here at Paint Gallery, I was presented with this wall, and for me it makes a lot of sense to try to interact my work and my painting in the space that it's being hung in. So I rarely hang paintings on just like a white wall. I usually try to do something site-specific with the architectural space that I'm working in. With the paper, it starts with the dye process. This is actually just newsprint that I work on. I love that it's just like this everyday material that, you know, is used to distribute and communicate all over the world, and seems like it would be very disposable and flimsy, but it absorbs material really well. I kind of treat it like a giant drawing or collage when I install it. So there's tearing, there's pasting, so it starts as, you know, lots of little pieces, and as the work grows, it kind of gets mended together, like quilted together through the installation process. Determining what a meaningful coincidence is within the work, there's a, you know, chance is a big part of the process as well. Even just when I'm, you know, making the paintings, the dyeing process, I'm trying to sort of embrace the kind of mistakes or failures and see how I can kind of transform those moments into, you know, moments that are meaningful and purposeful within the paintings. And with the paper, when I brought it into the space, I kind of had this bag of paper that I had made. It was in lots of different pieces, and as I was putting it up, it actually fit exactly like to a shred of paper, like the frame of this wall. And I just love moments like that because it's sort of like reaffirming that this this is what it was, you know, meant to be. Art and textile has been a way for me to, has been the #1 way that I have ever felt connected to my heritage. I grew up in Pennsylvania, and my mother is from Pennsylvania, and my father is Indian but grew up in Kenya. And so, you know, I grew up with a lot of different traditions, cultural traditions, religious traditions, and so I'm always thinking about what it was like to navigate that space growing up. The kind of hybrid nature of identity and how I relate to identity and what my experience has been. A lot of my materials range from dye to paint to silver leaf. I've recently started embroidering onto the canvases. And most of the work starts with me kind of laying a canvas down and using these loose water-soluble dyes that absorb into the canvas. And I think that action is like a really beautiful metaphor. The traditions that have been imprinted on me like throughout my life kind of fall into the canvas, and I really like the idea of the materials coming together and joining in like a very permanent way.